Hello, hello. This is Samara, your feminist alchemist, and welcome to your North Node overview reading for 2024. You should be watching this on my new channel that's associated with the main channel, Feminist Alchemist. This channel is called North Node Alchemy, and here is where you will find all North Node videos from me from this yearly reading to everything I am doing throughout the year. A quick note that all of my North Node readings from here on out until further notice will be timeless readings, and you'll be able to find them on this channel as well. So I'm recording one intro for all of the signs. Welcome if this is your first time to one of my readings, and welcome back if you are returning. The messages I got for 2024, they're all also reflected in how I've chosen to set up, or how I was guided rather, to set up the table, my area for this reading. And the message I got was that 2024 is going to be about living from your heart, a heart-led existence. And in some of us, this triggers some type of reaction of, oh, geez, I've heard that so many times before. And what does that really mean? And how is that a really practical way of living? But that idea will keep being repeated until we slow down and really define what that means for ourselves. What does it mean to lead from my heart space, to lead from my intuition? They say you are here for a purpose. You are who you are as you are for a purpose. And when things feel out of alignment with you, or feels like it's not a good fit for you, it's very likely because that's true. Society has taught us that strength is pushing through difficulties and discomfort. And this is partially true, but the universe adds, if you're going to exercise strength in this way, let it be in your consistent efforts to align with your authentic self, to expand, to express your soul through your physical vessel. So for that reason, I will introduce you to what is on the table. We have back in this corner, we have some clear quartz, which was put there for co-creation and manifestation power. Carnelian for the sacral chakra, creativity, enjoyment of life. We have some amethyst in this back corner here, which represent the violet flame, clearing away anything that impedes your connection to your higher self. And then right in the middle here, we have a rose quartz for self-love and dedication to self. And then I was guided to use the color white to represent a clean slate, blank canvas that we will be painting on through the year of 2024. And speaking of which, I was prompted to make my own 2024 sign to somehow infuse this reading with my own creativity because, this is what my intuition and my guides have shown me about 2024, painting onto this blank slate, the writing on the wall, and that question of what, with this blank slate, what are you going to create in your life? And are you willing to use your strength in pursuit of your vision rather than using it to tolerate situations and relationships that don't support nor care about your growth, evolution, and well-being? So let's jump to a little animation now. I'm just going to quickly run through my spread for the North Node, which I've been using since I started doing these readings. So in the first location, we have the universal energies, those big energies that are at play for you to access at this time. Then we have in the second spot, your 5D energy, future self, higher self, In the third position, we have the 3D, what is going on in your physical reality that is showing up as opportunities for healing and expansion. And then in the fourth position, we ask, how can we bridge the 3D with the 5D? How can we bridge where we are to where our higher self is beckoning us to be? In the next position, the fifth position, this is like kind of a wild card position. I pick a topic for each reading. It could be past life, it could be karma, it could be quantum, multidimensionality, etc., etc. This time around, we're going to choose a card to represent the main theme of each season, of each each quarter of 2024. And then we have your final oracles in the middle. And that is that in a nutshell. I invite you now to stick around for your reading. I'm going to light these candles and get started. See you there. Enjoy. Hello, Cancer North Node. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into your universal energies. So I'll just grab the first 4 cards, and then we'll go through them. Cancer North Node 2024. Cancer North Node 2024. It feels like they want another one. Cancer North Node 2024. Okay. Okay, so in the first position, we have Red Native, card 34, which adds up to 7. Then we have Egyptian Eagle, the card 40. Magical, card 23, which adds up to 5. And then in the last position, we have Healing with Intention, which is number 16, also adds to 7. And Renewal, card 18, which adds up to 9. Ooh. Okay, so in your overarching universal energies for 2024, Cancer North Node, you are coming back to a place, coming back to some authenticity. There is and I'm getting the information that this authenticity is your soul's identity or makeup. And in 2024, I feel you may also become more rooted in something that's either a family, like cultural tradition, or ancestral, something in your DNA. Something that's in your DNA will deepen. There's the opportunity for that, and there's the opportunity for wisdom to come from there and your life to be enhanced by that, because Egyptian Eagle is, some of you may have a very deep connection to Egypt or fascination with Egypt as well as a place. I'm getting that. But also this is about you being able to, having the opportunity in 2024 to really see your life's path from a higher perspective, and to take that information and for it to fuel your desires, your journey forward, to fuel your actions forward, to fuel your thoughts, and to gain perspectives that will inform how you move through the world in 2024, which can bring about, as card 23 says, magical changes. So you'll have this opportunity to really make what you want in 2024. And part of that process is digging deep and getting the information. But that magic is available to you, like this portal. And as I said in the introduction, the blank slate that 2024 is, you're going to, I don't want to go too deep in what I'm feeling, which is what I think is going to come out in the next round of cards. But I feel that if you are able to move through this kind of deeper, see, these are both like darker colors. It's also the lower chakras, denser. When you can move through that without judgment or without letting that hold you back, then you really have magic. If that you really allow that information to propel you forward. And that's where healing with intention comes in, and renewal. So you have a tremendous opportunity to transform in a very positive way. And I'll say it again because I'm just feeling that energy coming. I feel that that momentum is there for you to, because look at these two cards are both like the spiraling motion. It's about you growing and sometimes needing to return to things of the past in order for you to move forward, because you need to integrate the lesson. And that's where healing with intention comes in, because your conscious awareness will be behind it. Or we hope it will be. You are being set up. Your guides, the universe is setting it up for you to be able to grow from it. Of course, some energies may be harder to navigate than others. But let's see what your 5D self, future self, has to say about 2024 for you. What would they like you to focus on? Where would they like you to direct your attention and your efforts in order for your highest good? Discover your destiny. Dive into the details of your North Node placement with a free tip sheet, or purchase your North Node workbook at feministalchemist.com. In 2024, so Cancer, North Node, we have soul. That word exactly came out in your pre-meditation, and I was like, really? Just soul? We're just soul, okay? Not soul patterns, not soul growth, not soul purpose, just soul alone came out in your, when I do the meditation, when I'm shuffling the cards. 2024. So, these cards were sitting out, so I feel they wanted to be out. Sensuality and curiosity. You have magic again, and allowance. I have a feeling you're getting a lot of cards today. That tends to happen because my North Node is in Cancer, and it's like, woohoo! We're so happy to deliver lots and lots of messages. And we have Divine Masculine. Freedom. And, oh my goodness. Okay, I got a lot of energy going here. Oh, we have second chakra, attraction, and tenderness came out for, you got lots of cards today. That's good. That's good. Let me just try to read them together because I don't want to keep you here all day long. So, with the Egyptian eagle and soul coming in here, I feel that you are, yes, definitely, your higher self is definitely wanting you to focus on elevating yourself in 2024, elevating yourself out of anything that does not feel good to you, sensuality, anything that does not feel good to you. And that could also be, I do feel that, yes, there is sensuality that is connected to sexuality and like sexual pleasure, but this is more, I feel, with curiosity here as well, is reconnecting to what really drives you and to be curious about what really, those things that you forgot that you like or love that fuel your passions. I feel that you're being called to recognize where you have suppressed those things and to make room for those things in your life, because the reality is they are very much you. They are signatures of you. They're a part of your vibrational signature that you put out into the world. And when you suppress that, then you're only also attracting, you're not attracting the best matches for your true energy, because parts of it are being suppressed. And that's where magic and allowance comes in. You're being guided by your higher self, your future self, to seek out that which they're saying feels impossible to you. So some of you need to do some dreaming again. And some of the things that you are dreaming about are not impossibilities. They're just that in your environment, you have not been seeing it. And so it makes it difficult for you to believe it to be true. And I've been getting the message all week so far, believe it, believe it till you see it, kind of thing. And that's I'm just going to read the magic card because they are prompting me to do that. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So as you see, I hadn't even read the cards. But easier for me to read the card than stumble around my words. But that's exactly the energy that's being given off here. It's about, do you believe in magic still? And if you are in environments, there's a lot of feeling here about your environment as well. Or if you are in environments where those things are not present that you believe should be or want to be, you're being encouraged not to let your environment dictate what you believe is possible. And then we get led to divine masculine. They want me down here. This comes in two ways. Number one, some of you in your relationships with masculine figures, that needs to be renewed. It needs to be healed with intention and renewed, as these cards are down here, because we have come societally to accept certain behaviors as just the way men are, which I hate. but and this doesn't have to be in the romantic sphere. Remember that. So you can identify as a masculine. We all have masculine energy within us. This could, I feel also, though, has to do with relationships in your life that are with masculine identifying people. And what they use their will to create. That is the words they're giving me. The examples of what masculine energy has used their will, their strength, their influence to create, right? And that also calls for you to look at what you are actively creating in your life. How are your actions resulting in what it is you're experiencing in your external environment? This is not, yes, it can be thoughts as well, your active thought processes, because some of you are overthinkers. But I feel that this is really a practical question. What do you do on a day-to-day? And you are being encouraged as well to recognize the freedom you have to create whatever you want. and to embrace that freedom. They're pointing me to the reality that a lot of people will say that they're not empowered, that certain situations they can't change. And there is an acknowledgement of that. They want you to embrace, though, that your thoughts are always your own. What you choose to think about, what you choose to focus on is always your own. And that freedom is one they would like you to fully exercise, work on fully bringing to life in 2024, because that is where the magic will happen for you, especially if you feel very stuck in your physical reality, very stuck in your living situation, in your relationships, in your work situation. They're showing me more with like actual place, like the stuckness of an actual place, more so than socially. Although the social environment comes with where you're living and your physical environment, I'm getting a feeling of a very concrete, like where you stand, where you lay your head, where you spend most of your time. And then we have second chakra, attraction and tenderness. So the second chakra connects back to this feeling of sensuality, and I'm getting that you need or are being prompted to allow your creativity, your creative mind to flow, to enjoy your life more, because it will attract more of what you're looking for. And this means enjoying what's already in front of you and being able to amplify that. I do feel in this that you are also being uplifted in your sexual experiences. And that will also enhance your life in 2024. So I do feel that your sexual energy wants to open up. And this can be with a partner. It could also be without a partner, because our sexual energy is always our own, first and foremost. We don't actually need anyone else to validate it. It's always there, whether someone thinks you're sexy or not, whether someone wants to have sex with you or you're in the mood to have sex with someone else. That energy is always there to fuel your passions, to fuel your vitality, and to help you manifest what it is you want to manifest. And I feel in 2024, with this tenderness, with this kind of more embracing of your sexuality, there can be some healing around it. I mean, I don't know any one of us that doesn't need that. That is going to bring this vitality into your life to be able to make certain changes that you need to make, and to be able to grasp that. Sorry, I keep shaking the table. Able to grasp that freedom, that focus in your mind of more positive thoughts that turn into your magic, your manifestations. I'm feeling spell work coming, ritual, in your own ways and in whatever feels good to you. Because you have magic twice. Magic in the big overarching energy, magic in your 5D energy. Let's see what's happening in your 3D reality in your physical world in 2024 that's showing up as opportunities for expansion for you, Cancer North Node. 2 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Ooh, hoo, hoo. 10 of Wands. And Six of Cups. I was checking if it was in reverse because it fell down sideways. No, it's upright. So, Two of Swords. There's going to be a lot of decisions that you're going to have to make in 2024, to the point where you may get tired of being faced with decisions. But there's major potential for cleaning out anything that is not serving you well and that is not aligned with you and that doesn't speak to your truest self, your deepest values. Yeah, they want me to leave it there. So lots of decisions. You have a lot of decisions. And the Five of Wands, I feel that there will, it will be it can, especially this falling on the second chakra here, I feel it could be a very creative time for you, which can mean there's not always, you're going to see in 2024 who really wants to see you succeed and who is only wanting to keep you where you are because it serves them well, right? I feel there's going to be some people who do not want to see you expand. I also feel that as you are creating your new world, that came out in your meditation, your external, what did it say exactly? Let me grab my notes. Outer environment adjusting to your inner environment. And you see how this figure here is holding its, looks like calla lilies, I think. Is that what calla lilies look like? I can't remember. But anyway, holding these flowers here close to his chest. The inspiration is coming like from the earth here, like from the depths. They're saying from the depths of himself, themselves, and their soul purpose. And they're pointing me to the Earth Star chakra, like why you are here. So it's in holding dear to you, in holding close to you the things that are dearest to you, there's things around you that are going to need to, structures around you that are going to need to break away. And not all of those structures will go quietly into the night. So there will be a call for you in 2024 to stand up in your truth and in your understanding of yourself and understanding of what makes you you. The Ten of Wands, the end of there will be several endings, several big endings. And I feel that there's going to be an ending of something that has really weighed on you for a lot of your current lifetime, if not even in a past lifetime as well. There's an end to a burden. And I do feel for a lot of you with it coming by this Divine Masculine and Freedom card that you're freeing yourself from something that has, let's say, restricted you, confined you, and that has come from like a patriarchal figure, patriarchal society. I think that's, yeah. And you'll be able to start working from a place where this masculine energy is more healthy. It's a healthier masculine energy. Like, let's not, what's it called? vilify the masculine altogether. It just has not really been used well in the past how many thousand of years. So yes, you will take a step forward in 2024 with that. There will be some big endings for you to navigate. And the Six of Cups, I see some inner child healing happening. I see some healing of past traumas, past disappointments. What I see mostly, though, is that this inner child resurgence you're going to start to believe in magic again. And you will have opportunities show up in your physical reality that invite you to be more naive in a good way. Let's say to see the magic in things, to see the possibility in things with a childlike wonder, but with, of course, the knowledge, that you've gained over time with that behind you. So you won't be going blindly into the unknown. But there is a sense of, the funny thing is I don't even feel like it's unknown to you. I feel that you will be remembering. There's a lot of remembering of childhood. There's a lot of, remembering of aspects of your childhood. Some won't be comfortable, but in that discomfort, you will find this light that has been quietly awaiting its moment to come back to the surface. They're referring me to that they're waiting for it to be safe to come out, your inner child. Let's see what your advice is. I don't want to take that one because I was not focused. Can we not take that one because I was not focused? Okay, I got to reshuffle then. Let's see what your advice is for bridging the 3D and the 5D now. Okay, thank you. We have Justice, we have the Eight of Swords. The Chariot and the Two of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And the Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I didn't check the bottom of the deck for the other deck. Oh, bottom of the deck for the 3D is Hermit. So there'll be, okay, if I add that card in, they're like, yeah, you'll be going within. You will be going within in 2024. Not to say that you're not going to be social, but there's going to be a lot of inner reflection in 2024. So what we have with the Justice card on, okay, they encourage you to make informed decisions and when they want you to include your, let's say, emotions, they recommend that you understand the pros and cons for you in the situation. So, for example, if you're deciding whether or not to, they're giving me this example of whether or not to speak your truth with a friend who, annoys you regularly, right? Or you don't really enjoy their company anymore. Like, what are the pros and cons for you, for your emotional state, for your mental state, if you do say what you have to say, or if you don't say what you have to say? If you do say something, you're afraid, you're uncomfortable, you don't want a confrontation, you don't want, a negative reaction. But if you don't, you feel frustrated, you feel It may weigh on you. It may show up physically because you're not speaking your truth. So balanced decisions and being able to be objective as well, and asking yourself, what outcome do I want from this right now? What outcome? And also asking your guides or whoever you may divine or pray to, help me find the decision that's for the best and highest outcome for both parties involved. And for the most part, you will not be encouraged to suffer for the sake of someone else, right? And often they're saying you also, because they're showing me the sword here as well, and this is the Two of Swords, it's like you need to use your discernment in a fair way. And that fairness is heavily towards you, because I'm feeling that for a lot of you, you consider the other person more than you consider yourself. Or you consider suffering in the short term for something in the long term. There's no judgment on that. It's simply be aware of what criteria you're using to make decisions, and even make a list. This is my intellectual reason. This is my emotional reason. This is my spiritual, intuitive reasoning, and then make informed decisions from there. The Eight of Swords is saying that, free yourself, Cancer North Node. Free your mind. It's time for you to embrace that you are now empowered to choose what thoughts and emotions guide your path and form the world that you are living in. It's very important for you in 2024 to practice mindfulness and to be aware of your thought patterns and to nip them in the bud if they are not serving you well. A lot of your healing will come from you getting a handle on what it is you think about and what thoughts you let repeat in your head, and also how deeply, when something dissatisfies you, how deeply you allow yourself to be affected by it, how deeply you think about it. It may be best for you, they're taking me to the Chariot, to get out of your house, which is interesting because you had the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck before. But it's like, when they're saying get out, get into doing things that are aligned with what you want, even in the smallest of ways. Go to, volunteer somewhere. I don't know, you like cats, volunteer at a cat shelter, or go to free, just go to things. Go to, if you're into magic, go to a witches expo, go to a car show, go to a free outdoor concert. It's time for you to move. This is coming by Divine Masculine as well, in these major endings. It's time for you to not sit under the emotional weight of what's ending. Relieve yourself by getting fresh air, by getting out, by clearing your mind, and by putting small efforts in the direction of the things you want to experience more of in your life. That is a freedom that you have. Even the freedom to just daydream about those things and wonder about them. Right? They're pointing me to, Cancer. Cancer is a very watery, it's a water sign, emotive, and your emotional well-being should drive you more. This is what they're saying. Your emotional well-being should drive your actions more, should drive your intentions more. 2 swords cards, plus the Justice card has the image of a sword on it, and then you have the Chariot. Your mind needs to be focused and clear in a direction. Because in the last position here, you have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Oh, 2 of Swords again. Yeah, 2 of Swords in reverse now. I'm laughing because it's, there's a whole collection of beings who come to these readings for you. And some of them have been incarnated on Earth, some of them not. And, some have some potty mouth. And I kind of edit for YouTube. But this is you need to put yourself first. I'm editing. You need to put yourself first and forget what other people think. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Put your emotions first. Put your emotional well-being first. And I don't know why they're so annoyed, but someone's very angry on the other side that that I'm going to include myself, that we allow ourselves too often. They're pointing me to also this particular 2 of Swords has the scales tattooed on the arm. Why we allow other people's opinions to matter so much, and why we're so hesitant to take a decision when it's like so clear in our being that something does not feel good. It's so clear. It's so clear. And in 2024, you're really being encouraged to do not hesitate to make a decision that's unpopular with someone else when it really doesn't feel good to you. If it doesn't feel good to you, then don't do it. Just don't. And however they take it is how they take it. And if they prefer you to feel crappy and they benefit from it, but you feel like turd, then they need to not be anyone that you care about, because they don't care about you enough. Done. This is the end of the discussion. And it's that tenderness with you as well. It's like you have to understand that you are a sensitive and soft being, love-filled, lovable being, that some people just want you to stay under their thumb so that they can have that to their advantage, because they are not in touch with their own power. You need to get out of those situations and recognize that they exist in your life. So let's move on to, I'm going to pull 4 oracles to see what's happening in each quarter. So in this corner, we'll have January, February, March. Then we'll have April, May, June, July, August, September down here, and September, October, November, December. There we go. Cancer North Node, what is happening in each quarter, each season of 2024. January, February, March, we have Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. April, May, June for Cancer North Node. April, May, June. Oh, that's a lot. Let's take this one. Take action. Red Jasper. Is that right? No. Okay. Hold on. I need a moment. Oh, they want all 3 there. So fun. Okay. So we have, for April, May, June, we have Red Jasper, take action. Moonstone, live your purpose. And Garnet, ignite your passion. You got a lot going on, Cancer North Node. Like, you are moving. They want you to get moving. So they didn't say a lot about this red native corner, but I have the feeling that a lot of you are like, it's time for you to step into a role. And your soul has been calling out to you for some time. And so there's some rapid change coming in. Let's see. April, May, July, August, September. July, August, September. Thank you for giving me just one. Pyrite, let the money flow in. Excellent. And October, November, December for Cancer North Node. October, November, December. Take those two. Ooh. Unakite, live in the now, and Epidote, go deeper. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So January, February, March, schedule yourself in. Curiosity and the red native is coming here. Yes, it's the first 3 months of the year you're being encouraged to find out what you like and make time to do it and rediscover what drives you and find time to do it. This is all about you doing those things in the physical world. You making time for those things, you're making those things a priority. Whatever time it is, if you need to set an alarm to remind you to meditate for 10 minutes, if you need to find a way to facilitate you reading more, right? Schedule yourself in. Those things that drive you, in the first 3 months, you will be cultivating that. That came out, so just drove me back to my notes. It says, bees, pollinator. Yeah. So this is like planting seeds, pollinating, putting a little magic on those things that you want to see grow. But there's a lot of freedom around that. Try things out is what I'm hearing as well. Then we have in April, May, June, we have red jasper, take action, live your purpose, and ignite your passion. So once you've figured out what it is you want to, that really drives you, I think there's going to be a balance between what you intuitively feel and like the practicality aspect of it. And I don't feel you being pulled back to not do something because of it's not practical. I feel that you'll be finding ways for that practicality to come in. That you'll be not even finding, you'll be given ways if you're open to, if you're listening. My meditation alarm just went off because I'd usually be meditating right now or in 10 minutes. So that was a sign to me that yes, you probably, if you're meditating, will be getting messages on how to make this really work for you. In April, May, June, by July, August, September, you should be profiting from these changes financially as well, because it's going to free up energy for you. And they're giving me a very, let's say, overview, energetic reading, which I prefer to trying to pin down like this and that is going to happen. Whatever energy you end up freeing up because you are aligned with yourself and you're not taking any crap and you're not wasting your energy on things that don't serve you. And that means you're also not sitting at home, ruminating over stuff that you allowed to happen or stuff people did to you that you don't like, whatever. All of that energy, once you have that energy cleaned out, there will be room for blessings to flow to you, and there will be room for you to do your magic, to make your magic. That is your summer, July, August, September, late summer. And then by the end of the year, live in the now and go deeper. They're pulling me back to my notes again. I should just keep them on this side. So, witness the effects of your increasing self-love, feeling your surroundings. Yeah, witness the effects of your increasing self-love. That's what's going to happen at the end of the year. You're going to be able to wrap this up and go deeper, because there's still, 2024 is going to be a great year, but this year is going to set you up for so much more. It's a very pivotal. It's a year with a lot of potential with all this magic card and magic cards floating around. But there is definitely work on your end to be done with doing your part of the co-creation, which for you, Cancer North Node, seems to be getting a hold on your thoughts generally and honoring what you feel, like honoring your intuition and honoring your emotions as something that is worth satisfying and not always sacrificing it for others, for a bigger picture. They're saying following your emotional bliss in the moment, in the small moments, will guide your path in 2024. Let's get your final oracle. Your final oracle. Boop. Ooh, that is so in line with what I just said. I don't know why I'm just clumsy today. I'm just knocking the desk all over the place. So, the rose thread is your final oracle. Inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. And I will read from the guidebook for this. Oh, the rose thread. Okay, here we go. This is the card of the mystic. Yes, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to following their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to be in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it takes courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. This card is a sign that you're being called to follow this initiatory path, led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step, is acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. And the transmission with this card says, even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. All right, Cancer North Node, that was a lovely little reading. I'm going to they want me to read the last of my notes from the meditation. Don't back up or back down. You may not see or experience the effects of all the good you do. Release of tension, feeling your surroundings, outer environment adjusting to your inner environment. And then, as I said before, witness the effects of your increasing self-love. So Cancer North Node, I wish you all the best for 2024. Do come back anytime to check out this reading. It is time-stamped for your convenience, and any other timeless North Node readings that I may put out during the year. Until we meet again, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.